Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Jeannie with Makers Unify, and get this ladder out of the way so it's not in the camera. How's everybody doing today? What are you crafting? What are you working on? I am working on a suncatcher. This is one I made, I think, last year, maybe 2 years ago. And I cut the frame out. It's pretty simple frame cut and using a brad nailer. And this year I decided to try the miter corners. So this one turned out pretty nice. And now I am making some more of the beads of the charms. So that's what I'm going to be working on tonight. And I'm still trying to figure out the best way to get the charms on the chicken wire. So I am still trying to figure that out. I have some jump rings that someone had said would work better, and I've been watching some videos on it and still trying to figure it out. I do have the tools for it, but I'm still trying to figure it out. And so let's just pop this down and I'll show you. So these are the jump ring splitters. This one, got that on Amazon, and then there's this tiny one. So I'm not sure how that's going to work yet, but watching the videos, they make it look really easy, of course. So hopefully I'll be able to figure it out. So I'm going to work on some charms. And like I said, these are the these are the charms here. These ones, it's so funny. I did these kind of in a darker room, and I put on the wrong color. It's almost like a, I don't know what you call it, like a smoky color. It was supposed to be pink, but I guess I need better lighting in the living room so I could see those. So if you're just jumping on, say hi. Let me know what project you're going to work on today. Did you just come to see what I'm doing? Sorry, I'm just trying to jump over to Facebook so I can see if there's any comments. Although the comments should pop up here. I use StreamYard to stream on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So if you're just jumping on, say hi. I'm going to be working on some of these beads, or these charms, I guess you would call them. Making a sun catcher. I made this one, I think, last year. So I'm working on the charms for that, and then trying to find the best way, figure out the best way to get those on the chicken wire, because that's been kind of the the hardest part. But and then I'm actually making the charms different than when I used to make them, because I found this more simpler way. I used to like do the whole twisty thing, which is pretty, but then someone else is like, the more videos you watch, the more you learn. And whoops, no, I don't want to leave the site. Cancel. Hi, Katie from DC. You get flathead pins, because I was like I would cut the wire and do all that, and if I just get flathead pin and beat them that way, and then it's a lot easier, saves you time for sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and make some more. I'm going to figure out my color scheme. I don't know what I want to do yet. I made a bunch of pink ones. I could do like another rainbow one is probably what I'm going to do. So different colors. So you just beat them on with, the flathead. And I got these off Amazon. I don't remember the gauge. And then you take these. Don't ask me what they're called. I do have a video on YouTube that specifically tells you how I made these, but now I'm making them different, but it'll tell you what these tools are all called. So this one's more, it's like it rounds the, excuse me, it rounds the piece here. And I'm going to leave this open so that when I go to hook it on the chicken wire, it'll be easier. So then I'll close it once it's on the chicken wire. So if you're just jumping on, say hi. Let me know you're here. We got Danelle, Isabel, Petal, Verlene, Steve on YouTube. Say hi in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm in Michigan. We had a lovely day today. Windy, but very nice weather. Yesterday I honestly didn't realize it, but we had really bad storms last night. I heard the rain a little bit. I'm in the basement and I didn't really hear a whole lot. And then we had a little flood in our basement. And I'm like, oh, I guess it's raining. So when it rains really, really heavy, we get a small leak that we need to fix some landscaping outside that will prevent it from coming in. But yeah, I guess we had like tornadoes out here and stuff. It was crazy. All right, so you just put that on there and then you go ahead. And I'm still learning this part, like where do I want to twist it? Halfway, up this part here. You can see that, sorry. And then there's different sizes with this. So obviously you're going to get a larger twist if you go down here, smaller at this end. So I'm thinking medium, and then I'm going halfway up, and it's still too long. So I'm still learning on that part. You can straighten it back up and then just start again. But so I'm just gonna, I always like to try to figure out the quickest process for things, because it saves you time and money, obviously. So I'm going to switch colors, but let me see what I want to use. I need to get another box to hold all my beads. Oh, there's another funky looking pair of pliers. You can get these at Michael's. You can get like the whole kit for jewelry making, and it's not that expensive. I think it was like under $20. And then here's another one. So I need to break up these beads and put them in another box, but I need to get another box. If I don't have one, I might have one in my stash somewhere. But I think what I'm going to do is and go from pink to, I do have these. That's a pretty color, but these were the ones that I made before, and they're made a little different. So I'm not sure if I want to use them, because then they're not uniform, and I get weird about that kind of stuff. So I probably won't use them. I'll probably take them apart and then reuse them that way. So I must have been in a pink and blue mood because I have a lot of pink and blues. So I'm going to go ahead and take some blue ones apart. I could go a darker blue, or I think I'll go this lighter blue. Let me close that before I spill those. Oh, there's a tiny little baby spider. Look. All right. So I try to keep the kind of the shapes of the beads uniform, like the type, the size, kind of the sheen. I'm going to take the pink ones out because I already got pink, and then those won't distract me. All right, and the dark blue, put over there. Yeah, I must have been thinking that I'm just going to do a pink and blue one. So I think I'll go this. And then the middle one, I always like to put just a little crystal, like, I don't know what you call it. Gives it a little shine. So I will do one of these, a crystal, and then I'll just do this. I'll do these two. All right. So let me take apart. And I'm going to have to get, I can put them in this bowl. So I have easy access to them. course, you got to be careful when you're taking these apart because they're going to spill all over the place. It's interesting how they package these. All right. I just snip the bottom off. There's a bead on the bottom here too, which I'll keep. It doesn't fly off when I cut this. I do have a spot in here where I keep those little ones. Because you can always find a use for them. And then when I get my beads at Joann's, I don't know if it's the most cost effective, but I get them when they're on sale. Definitely wait till they're on sale before you get them. Hey Mary, thanks for joining. You working on any projects tonight, or are you working on dinner? All right. Oh, see, that one went flying. I'll have to find it. Oh, there it is. I was going to say I'll find it later, but. All right. If you're just jumping on, I am making charms right now because I'm going to make another suncatcher. This is one I made, I think, last year or the year before. I honestly can't remember. So that's out of chicken wire. I've improved I hope, my carpentry skills, and I did the whole miter the corners. Is that what it's called? And then I had to use wood filler to fill everything in. So, but that's chicken wire. And then I stained this. This is a pine, I believe. Didn't want to spend too much money on the wood. Fire Mountain Gems online has good deals. Oh, that's nice to know. Thank you. Okay, so if I make more of these, then it'd be a good idea to find where I can get them at a good price. I like to see them though. I guess that's part of the problem, but it's going to save me money. I'll use them unless I just don't really like them at all, but whatever I choose, I would use. I guess you could return them if you had to. All right. Keep things nice and tidy. So I'm really excited that I came across whoever told me about these. It might have been, you know what? It was on my video. I had so many people comment like, "How do you do that? What are you doing? What are you doing?" And so I, slowed down and showed how to make the beads, and of course you can use these for earrings too. So this was my old-fashioned way. I would take the wire, the old-fashioned way. I took the wire and I'd cut like 2 inches off, and then you make this loop with a couple of my plier tools. You put your beads on, you make another loop, and someone's like, use flathead pins. I'm like, okay, that's genius. And I'm not a jewelry maker, and I admitted that. I said, if you have any shortcuts, please let me know. So this is just so much easier. You just put now I can't see these very well. These tiny ones are so little. Okay, oh, there we go. You just slide your beads on. If I can find the hole. There we go. And then, oh, that's really pretty. And then I take this tool, again, I don't remember the name of it, and I just put it right there and twist. And I keep it open a little bit until I hook it onto the under the chicken wire. Now there's so isn't that pretty? I really like that. Sorry, I'm hesitating because I'm trying to figure out the best way to stick it on here, because with The old way, I used a split ring. And those look like this. And I know you're not going to be able to see it. I'll put it in pliers and maybe you can see it better. But a split ring is just like name implies, it just splits like that. And you can open it up. You can see that. You can open it up. And then I would put it on the chickenware where I want it. And get it in camera. And then I'd close it up. Well, they weren't staying on, or they were just such a pain in the butt to close. So then somebody on YouTube said to get split rings. So I got split rings, and I'm still working on it. I just started working on it today to try to figure it out. And I did get one on, but it's in the wrong spot. So now I got to remove it. So instead of you sitting here watching me struggle with that, I will just make the beads, make the charms, as you could call them. But so this is just a really easy process. Like I said, it's so much easier than when I would cut the wire and do all the twisties and stick them on there. So yeah, you just figure out what colors you like and go from there. So how's everybody doing? Where are you watching from? What part of the world are you in? See, that's a little too low, so I'm going to lift that up a little bit. I'm still trying to figure this out. I think that's probably going to be the best. Who do we have on Facebook? We have Marie, Peter, Tammy, Farhan, Gemma. Thanks for jumping on. Let me know in the comments where you are watching from. I'm in Michigan. And today is a lovely day. A little windy. Yesterday was stormy. We had so much rain. Oh my gosh, our backyard was flooded. All right, I think I'm perfecting it. But I'm going to have to, well, especially trying to put these split rings on the chicken wire. I cannot see what I'm doing. I have, I wear contacts, but then I wear readers so that I could see. What I'm going to have to do is, honestly, when I take my contacts out or take them out and try to put these split rings on the chicken wire because I will see better. And then good lighting helps. All right, so I think I've figured it out. Now, see, that's a little, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing so I can do it next time. So maybe there, almost to the top, and turn it. I think that might work. Alrighty. So we have Mona, Tammy, Peter watching on Facebook. Thanks for joining me. This is a good craft you can do sitting in front of the TV. Most craft projects you can do sitting in front of the TV. There we go. I was going to show you, I got this, what do you call this? Like a watercolor little portfolio book. I can't remember where I got it. I think I got it online. And I follow this woman. I'm not a painter, artist, watercolor person. But I follow Andrea Nelson Art. She's on TikTok and Instagram. And she has these little tutorials, and they're so fun. Like, isn't that cute? I did that. So I thought I'd try one a day. These are some flowers I did. And that's as far as I got. But I love this little book because I could just do one a day. Not a big deal. It's my own little watercolor portfolio. But I love this plant one. That's so cute. Anyway, it's Andrea Nelson Art. She does watercolors, and she's funny, and she's very talented. I believe she was a elementary art teacher. And actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I actually purchased her tutorial on basic watercolor, and I have not watched it yet. I gotta dig that out, make sure I still have access to it, because I got that a while ago. It wasn't that expensive, but still, I have a tendency to purchase classes and stuff, and then I don't participate in them. All right. Yeah, I have the magnifying glass, man. I gotta. But if I need two hands, I'm gonna have to get like one of those magnifying. I don't know what you call them. You put them on your like glasses, huge glasses, or glasses that you put on your face, like a jeweler would use or something. Like I'm inspecting diamonds. All right. I don't know why, but I like to put the smaller or the medium size bead on the bottom, and the bigger one on top. These are really pretty though. I like this color. If you're just jumping on, say hi. Let me know in the comments what part of the world you hail from. I am making, guess you can call them charms, to put on a sun catcher. And this is one I made before. So something like that. You put it on a chicken wire. I did make one with, I wrapped chicken wire inside of a embroidery hoop. Now the hoop was thick, so it could easily hold the chicken wire. If you used a smaller one or thinner one, I don't think it would work. I'd show it to you, but it's upstairs. I put all greens in that one. I used it for St. Patrick's Day decoration, but I kept it up. It's like, why not? It's in my window, so you can hang these in your window. Like I can put some eye hooks on here and put a chain on it, and you can hang it in your window, hang it outside. So I am just beading. I'm using the flathead pin, and I should. I've kept the packaging to tell you what gauge these are, but I just got these off of Amazon, and you get like 500 of them for a couple bucks. Beadia Accessories, it's called. And these are, I believe, 2 inches tall, or 2 inches. I think the color is platinum, which if you look at the split rings, I mean, it's fine, but the split rings are like they're not the same color. They're a little bit duller. Doesn't say what they're made out of. So, what projects are you working on? Are you working on anything, Mary? I think I already asked you that. Mary or Katie? Like I said, this is a great mindless project to work on. Or are you watching TV? I have to figure out what other colors. I can't believe I only got like blues and pinks. What I can do is take, well, let me think. These are pretty, but I gotta take these apart because it's a different I mean, do I have to? I don't know. Yeah, it's a different. It'll look different and it'll bother me. So maybe I'll take these apart so I can use these. Looking for a bowl or something I can put these in. Excuse my squeaky chair. And I'll just put them in here. I'm going to close those up because I'm afraid I'm going to spill things everywhere. Oh, that's dirty. Let me find something else. Actually, that one. Is it? No, they're both dirty. I didn't think I actually had plants in them. Let's see. I got a couple of small bowls over here. You started planting your garden. Oh, cool. What are you planting? We've got Connie and Rachel and Angela and Iris over on Facebook. Thanks for joining. All right. This is going to be fun. Figuring out how to. Maybe if I take 2 of these and twist. I have to twist the correct way. If I can get my. Actually, yeah, if I just get these in there, cut the top off. They should all pop off. Easier said than done. There you go. All right. That'll work. So I gotta watch these little metal pieces. I don't want to end up with something in my foot. So if you're just jumping on, let me know what part of the world you're living in. Oh, that was nice. I twisted that one right off. That was easy. Right now I'm just taking these beads apart so that I can reuse them. Because I made these a different way, and I know when I attach them to the chicken wire, it's gonna bug me that it's off. They're not the same. So I'm taking them apart. So anybody watching any good shows? I'm looking for new shows. I keep like, I don't want to say burn through shows, but oops, there was one. What about my dinner?
I'll bring you some.
Where are you going?
Barbecue place downtown.
That's fine. No, I don't need anything. Bye bye. I said bye bye. My husband's going to dinner without me. That's okay. He's meeting up with a friend. I usually don't eat, or we usually don't eat dinner till late. Sometimes it gets a little too late. But I don't cook dinner anymore. I stopped cooking dinner. Once in a while I will. But I pretty much stopped cooking dinner about 8 years ago. My husband loves to cook, so he doesn't mind, but if he's got the time. And the kids are all older, so if there's nothing to eat, they can hopefully make their own thing. I'll tell BSB you said hi. He's going for barbecue. All right. Got all these done. And I can start stringing them. Not stringing them, but I don't know what you call it. Beating them. So again, I like the, I'm going to take these apart too because I have the wrong colors on there. The smaller one, medium size, I guess, on the bottom. So let's see. That's a little bit smaller than those, but that's okay. These are, what size are these? Is that the same size? Or is that smaller? Nope, that's smaller. Okay, I'll use that one. So let me get these out of here. Are these the same as these? I hate it when my beads get mixed up. Yes, those are the same as that. So I'm going to get these little ones out of here because I want to use a little bit larger size bead. All right, so I'm going to put these in here. And honestly, I don't know if kind of changing this up. All right, because the crystal ones, I think, are different than what I've been using. So, oopsie. Let me see if I can tell the difference. Yes, these are more iridescent. So I'm just going to kind of dump those in here. That's kind of my go-to kind of junk pile. And then I'm going to use these. I'll throw those in there. All right, start over. So we get medium one. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. So hard to see these. Where the holes are, you just kind of gotta feel around for it. All right, take my little twisty tool. And there we go. And I'll put these over here and continue on. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was like 36, 46, maybe like 50 of these charms in different colors. You can get as intricate as you want as far as your color scheme. Oops, see, I did that backwards. Medium first. All right. You're just jumping on and making charms for a sun catcher. I'm gonna attach it to chicken wire. See, now that one's too tall. Or I didn't bend enough. That one's a little too much. I'm gonna bend this thing totally out of shape. And I can adjust that as I put it on the chicken wire. Definitely keeps your hands busy. So if you're like me and you like to munch at night while you're watching TV, just do this. Keep your hands out of the chip bowl. What did I watch? The movie, yes. Well, it's a limited series, so it's not necessarily a movie. When I was younger, we called those mini-series. But you had to watch one a week for like forever. Like I remember when Roots came out, I felt like that went on for like 2 months or something. Once a week, you'd watch it for, I don't even know, maybe an hour and a half. Anyway, so it's a new Jeff Daniels one. And I think it's on Netflix. And I think it's called The Full Man. And it was pretty good. It was interesting to watch I don't know what you want to call it, dichotomy between his character, who's very wealthy, well, comes off as very wealthy. He's like $1 billion. He owes the bank $1 billion, and they're calling it his loan. So it's a whole thing. And then a guy that gets arrested and thrown in jail for assaulting a police officer. But it's a whole thing. It was really good, though. It was really good. So I watched that last night. This one's taller, isn't it? It's got to be. Yeah, that one's like 1/4 inch taller. So I'm going to trim this a bit. I need to trim it a little bit more. That might be good. No, that's still too tall. Too long. And then, of course, I watched The Rookie with Nathan Fillion. I've always enjoyed watching him in Castle. Which Castle is one of those good shows you just put on, and I've seen it so many times. I just put it on and do whatever. Don't have to really pay attention. Especially if I'm tired, it's like can't pay attention. And then I started watching Fallout, which I guess is based on a video game. But that's, excuse me, geez. I have to pay attention to that one. So and they're like an hour, at least an hour long. So I'll probably just watch one of those every once in a while till I get through that. And then on Apple, I'm watching. Gosh, I watch a lot of TV. That's all I do. I mean, the evenings, it's like 8 o'clock. I'm done. I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. I'll craft in front of the TV, like I said, or do whatever. But Apple TV, there's Crown Royale, which is good, with Kirsten Dunst. Wait, no, that's not her name. Kristen Wiig, sorry. And that one's good. I love the fashion, and that one is so cool. It's like it's in the 50s and Palm Beach, Florida, I believe, right? I know there's a Palm Beach, California, but I think this is in Florida. So that one's good. Carol Burnett's in that one. I love Carol Burnett. She's the best. And then another one on Apple called Sugar, which I don't want to give you a spoiler alert, but holy cow. Or do any spoilers, I should say. That one's pretty good. It keeps you going. You're like trying to figure out his character for I don't even know how many, the first 4 or 5 episodes, and then the last episode had a very interesting surprise. So it's like, oh crap. Well, okay, that makes sense. So I am out of the large of the, I don't know, what do you call this? Auburn? I don't even know what color that is. So I'm going to be done with that color. I don't know how many I'm going to do. So this is, like I said, it's a fun thing you can do right in front of the TV. And get all your colors together. And then go back and figure out your scheme. How you want to put it on your thing. I think I must have been thinking I would do a pink one or something. Like I don't have any. I'm trying to think. My yellow. Well, I did smaller yellows on that one. Maybe that's what I'll do. I can do that. All right. So who we got over on Facebook? We got Anita. We have Simone. Jamaica. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. If you wouldn't mind popping in the comments, say hi. Let me know what part of the world you live in. Always interested to know where people are tuning in from. I am making a suncatcher. These are the charms that go on the suncatcher. And I'll show you the suncatcher. This is what I made, I think 2 years ago. You just attach it to chicken wire. This is a frame I made. This is a very rudimentary frame that I made 2 years ago. My carpentry skills, I think, have improved. So this year I made this one with my corners mortared. I don't know, not mortared. What is that called? Mitered. Is that what it's called? I think so. So I'm very proud of that. It took a while for me to figure it out. Everything didn't totally match up here. So next time I'm gonna cut the 2 pieces together. But I just put some wood filler in there and then I stained it. I used brad nails. So this would be considered the back. I figured that if I stain it, although this one has wood filler in it. Anyway, so I brad nailed it and then filled in the holes with wood filler, stained it. But if I stain it, I don't know where the other ones are at. If I stain the wood before I put the brad nails in, like I can make these 2 sides and then stain it all, put the brad nails in, it works out better because the nails go in and you can't really tell because it's already been stained, but you can still put your wood filler. And then because they're two different sections attached, right? So then there's wood filler in here, and then you just sand it down, and you can sand it down and then stain it. I think the stain is Provincial. I don't remember the brand name. I got it at Lowe's. But you can stain them obviously any color you want. You could paint it. You could leave it natural. It's whatever you want to do. So these beads are a little smaller than what the other ones are, but I want to add some yellow. I have some odd beads in here. Oh well. And you hear that noise upstairs? The dog's going nuts. I think he's playing with somebody. It's my dream to have a ceiling insulated in the basement so I don't hear all the noise. All right, so this one is obviously smaller than these. My bend is going to have to be a little longer. So that should be good. And we'll add that to my collection. We have Alice and Melina and Anita and Simone on Facebook. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to have a contest or something to get people to comment. Everybody's being shy. All right. Yeah, a little too much bend. Oh, did I do that right? Yes, okay. I think my son's getting attacked by the dog. See, now it's a different size, and now I gotta figure out where I want to bend it. There we go. Oops, I won't keep you guys much longer. Just wanted to show you what I'm doing. I gotta figure out the whole split ring thing. All right. Tell you, this is good for your memory too, because I keep forgetting which beads I'm using first. Oops. Alrighty, there we go. Oops, see. All right. Mary, if you're still there, what are you planting in your garden? I've been cleaning up my beds, weeding. I was working on the fire pit area yesterday, and I had to get all the little weeds out that were in the stone. even though we put down that landscaping fabric, we still get weeds. Sometimes it's even worse with the landscaping fabric because it kind of grows up in it and it's stuck in there, and you try and pull it up and you're pulling up the fabric, and it's a pain. But then I also had to, we have like those plastic Adirondack chairs. And when I got them from my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. They just moved into a new house, and the previous owners left them there. And there's 5 of them, which I wanted 5 because there's 5 of us. And oh, my husband made me turkey burgers. Thank you. So, but they were all different colors. The chairs were all different colors. So I went to Lowe's and got some paint. It's a midnight blue paint, very pretty. And I spray painted them, and they look great. And they were free. That's the best part, because those things are expensive. The wood ones are really expensive, but the plastic ones are expensive as well. And so I had to run out and get some more paint for that. And then it started raining last night, so I didn't get to finish that project. But I have a lot of annuals around. We have like a small retaining wall around our fire pit. Turned out really nice. We used to have our pool there. And then nobody used the pool. I used the pool only because I had to go in and clean it. They're all bummed when I said, well, we're taking the pool down and putting in a fire pit. They're like, no, I want the pool. It's like, well, don't use the pool. It's above ground, and it's, they just didn't use it. So that was a project. I had a friend help my husband. And so it's I guess a retaining wall. It's in a circle or half circle, and it has like 3 feet in the middle for plants. So anyway, I'm working to prep that so that we could hopefully use it maybe this weekend. It's been pretty cold at night. Like I said, last night was just storming like crazy. So much rain. I knew it was coming this way because they're talking about all the tornadoes and crazy stuff going on, like in the Central Plains, and how it was working its way east. But we had a few small rivers through our yard. That was pretty bad. All right, I'm not going to keep you much longer. I'll just finish up these yellows. And I'll let you know how it goes with putting the split rings on here. Like I said, let me pop this up for a second. I tried to put one on here and I got it on. This one right here, but it's on the wrong, it slid down. It needs to be, so this is where you want to put it on, is at each one of these spots here. And I have the tools for it and all that, but I just don't have enough experience putting them on. I've seen people do it. Of course, they make it look easy because they probably have done it 50 times. So I haven't done it 50 times yet, so it's not easy for me yet. So, but hopefully I'll figure it out. I have to. It's my goal. If you're going to make something repeatedly, it's nice to be able to come up with a easy way to make it, right? Yeah, see, that one does not match. Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, that's the other one, duh. Okay, thought that was one of the middle crystal one. I just had my eyes tested and my color test was fine, so. And I have all the lights on in the basement. I have one up top because I use that one when I record. And I've got 2 big studio lamps for video recording purposes. Those are on me. Oops. You got Alice and Marie and Melina and Anita over on Facebook. Thanks for joining us. All right. I usually go for an hour. And what's nice is, like, if you join me every week, then you can make it a habit yourself to work on a craft. Like Katie, are you working on anything, or are you still working? I ask you that same question every week because you keep saying you're going to get your crochet out or your needlepoint, and you haven't done it yet. So I'm going to call you out. Alrighty. I am really glad somebody suggested this way, because this is so much easier than getting the wire out and twisting it around and cutting and all that. It just took forever. So I might have to do another video, because that's the one I did that slowed everything down to show everybody what I was doing. So now I found an easier way. I'm going to have to do another video. Working on designing some pretty content. You're funny. Okay, too short. All right, goes down. Now I probably won't use all these yellows, but they're done. So if I want them for another one. All right, a few more. We got Kathy and Tamara over on Facebook. Thanks for joining. All right, a couple more and then I'll let you go. I'm going to go eat the turkey burger my husband made me for dinner. And possibly work on this in front. Ow! Jeez. Just stabbed myself. Possibly work on this in front of the TV. But I don't know, because if I have to, it didn't turn out too good. I don't have good lighting up there, and if I'm trying to get things attached to the chicken wire, I need good lighting. I almost got one of those hot lights. Oops. I have to wait till they go on sale again. There's like a clip-on one that you can get. I have a table that I have. Little side table. You can use it as a side table. I can also, it raises, so if I want to stand and work. So anyway, you can clip an hot light to it. Plus this, I'm sitting on a stool. My table, my crafting table is raised. I don't know how tall it is. So I got I got those cubby like bookshelf things from Menards, and then I got a big piece of plant, whatever this is, mylar table or whatever top, and I screwed it all together. So my table's like 8 feet by 4 feet, and it's tall, so I can sit under it, but I'm sitting on a stool and it's not very comfortable. I might have to get a different stool. It's not good for my back. All right. We got Kathy and Pat on Facebook. Thanks for jumping on. Oops, I did that wrong. I'm making charms for a sun catcher if you're just stopping by. And here comes the crazy dog. So this is the sun catcher. I'll pop this up. So that's the sun catcher that I made a year or two ago. And I did make the frame, which is very, very rough looking. I've improved my skills since then. This is the one I made the other day. And I have to figure out how to attach the charms with the split or the jump rings. I was using split rings. Now I want to try jump rings. And I got the tools to put them on, or it opens the split ring. But I got to figure out how to work it, how to use it. So I will let you go and go eat my dinner. And I will be back here next Wednesday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I don't know what I'm going to work on next week because, that's a week away. And we'll see what happens, what inspires me for next week. So I'm Jeannie with Makers Unified. Thank you so much for stopping by for our little craft and chat. And I hope to see you or hear from you next Wednesday. Have a great evening. Bye.